Willie Taggart got fired on his day off. And we got to talk about it after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You got to help me with that corner
What's up, kid folks? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college related, sports related. We have a good time. And today we got to talk about Willie Taggart getting fired as the head coach of Florida State. And I got some ideas as to where Tallahassee should look for its next head coach. And it's really not that simple. And it ain't who you think it's gonna be. I also want to encourage you to please subscribe to the RJ Young Show newsletter. There's a link in the doobly-doo below where if you sign up between now and December 7th and you are subscribed to the email newsletter, I will give you an opportunity to win this OU lamp right here, if that's what you're into. If you're not an OU fan, it's cool. You can sell it on eBay or at a garage sale or give it away to an Oklahoma State fan or a Texas fan that you just want to troll. There are many uses for an OU lamp, and not all of them have to be for an OU fan to display in their home or place of business. I don't care, man. Do whatever you want to do with it. Just sign up for the newsletter. Use that Hotmail that you no longer use for any other purpose except for coupons. I'm fine. I just want to see the stats grow. All right. So Willie Taggart got fired on his day off. Now, when you start at 9-12 as a head coach and you lead Florida State to its first losing season since 1976 and you lose them out on 36 straight bowl appearances, you own thin ice, dog. You own thin ice, all right? And the ice beneath Willie Taggart's feet broke with a loss to Sebastian and the Miami Hurricanes. Now, I wasn't really enthusiastic about Willie Taggart being hired at Florida State in the first place, but I also understand that Jimbo Fisher left him kind of a mess. But even kind of a mess ain't gonna go too far after the first year. And while we all had these jokes about this son of a booster who set up this lemonade stand to raise money for Willie Taggart's $17 million buyout, a couple months later, it ain't jokes, it's real. They got him up out the paint. Because you're not going to be able to put up with this if you're Florida State. I remember living in Panama City, Florida, city side, not the beach side, because the beach side is for lames and for tourists. And Florida State was all that there was. Because remember, I grew up in 90, 97, 98, 99, off of Nares when I lived in Panama City, when Florida State was good and Bobby Bowden was good and Chris Winkie won the Heisman. People felt really good about it. And then we had this dude named Torrance Marshall going up to the coin toss talking about cutting to get my boys Heisman back. We like, no, sir. And then Oklahoma football. But check it. I got ideas as to whom you should go and take a look at. And I don't think it's the dude doing this on the sideline and who's also the son of a head coach where he worked for that head coach who was the front man, who was the lead singer in one of the worst sexual assault scandals in history. Okay? I know some of y'all really love Kendall Browns, and I know some of y'all really love that offense. But I'm going to tell you, that offense ain't everything because that offense is being run at TU right now, and they 2-7. Okay? Philip Montgomery was the OC before Kendall Browns was the OC. And it ain't really going well for either one of them. Now, you can say that the offense ain't the problem down there at Florida State, but when everybody knows you're just going to hand the ball off to Cam Akers, I say you got a problem. That's also me, though, right? And when you lose a blue chip recruit in Sam Howell to North Carolina, you really got to start to look in the mirror there, dog, because Sam Howell can play. Matter of fact, there are only 2 quarterbacks in all of college football who have passed for over 2,500 yards, have over 25 passing TDs, and have thrown 5 or fewer interceptions this year. One of them is Joe Burrow. The other one is Sam Howell. Think what happens if you got Sam Howell leading you instead of James Blackman or Alex Hornibrook or whoever you want to throw up out there. And when was the last time that we said that Florida State's defense was good? Florida State is in its 90s Oklahoma right now, and you really need to get John Blake up out the paint, which you have done. And now you need to get this next one right. So in the way that Oklahoma hired Stoops, maybe y'all should hire Stoops because Mark Stoops is just up there at Kentucky. And all he's doing is putting together these outstanding defenses. And he can't recruit to Kentucky because that's a basketball school. But even so, he got dudes. And they doing the best they can. If Terry Wilson doesn't go down, maybe they still got a quarterback instead of having to throw a wide receiver back there and make him play wildcat quarterback. And they damn near still beat Georgia. So don't make this hard. Go get Mark Stoops. Or Go get Jason Candle at Toledo, because Jason Candle is exactly what you need right now, which is integrity and an understanding of how to build something and win with it. And he's got chops. He's been doing the doggone thing up there with the Rocks for a time. He recruits in the same reason as Michigan and Ohio State and still manages to come out with better brass than sometimes even Cincinnati does, right? Say nothing of Miami, Ohio, and Ohio University. So maybe give him a look. Also, while you're at it, give my man Matt Campbell a look at Iowa State. Now, I know Iowa State fans is throwing stuff at their phone right now because they're like, yo, RJ, how could you even do this to me? I will cut you. I will hurt you. I think he's a good coach, and I think he deserves to be on a national stage where he can go from, well, being the third best team in a conference to being the third best team in a conference, because it's Clemson's conference right now. Right now, Wake Forest seems like the second best team in that conference, and Florida State, they probably won't challenge Florida State or Wake Forest next year. It's like that. They could legitimately be awesome down there in Wake Forest next year. I mean, you go in the Air Force, you might not come out. You know what I'm saying? Might be the Blair Witch Project down there. Wake Forest putting together a squad. But what do you expect? They're called the Demon Deacons. Keyword here being demon. Y'all are the Noles. Well, oh no, man. Osceola was a bad man, Jamma. Anyway, and one more thing for y'all to go look at. Go look at my man's Alex Grinch. Yeah, I said it. It's Oklahoma. You should be able to go get a defensive coordinator. I also understand there's a lot of people that's like, yo, man, didn't Alex Grinch just get beat like he stole against something against Kansas State? Can't be no worse than what's going on in Florida State right now. And I know Alex Grinch has tremendous amount of integrity. I know he understands who he is. He understands how he wants his scheme to work. And he understands how to motivate his kids. That's what you need at Florida State right now, because the brand that is Florida State will help you recruit. Period. And if he's in the state of Florida, if any of these cats that I just mentioned to you is in the state of Florida, they can go toe-to-toe with Dan Mullen. They can go toe-to-toe with Manny Diaz. They can go toe-to-toe with whomever it is they got to. They can recruit with Bama if you get the right dude off in there, right? They'll surround themselves with good people. Good people lead to better people to be recruited. Better people playing for you means you get better results. I would say that I feel bad with Willie Taggart, but you're going to get $17 million for sitting on your behind. And I know there's contract language in there that says that you got to go looking for another job, but in between jobs, it's nice to have $17 million buyout to just kind of lean on. Matter of fact, I make like Charlie Weiss and just go mow my grass. That's what you ought to do, Willie Taggart, because King, they gave you $17 million to go away. I wish we could get that kind of loot to go away. All right, it for me. Doses.